Imagine discovering objects and structures that defy everything we thought we knew about history. From colossal statues to ancient machines, these finds challenge science and reveal human ingenuity far beyond our textbooks. Join us as we explore 100 ancient mysteries and make us question the limits of civilization, technology, and imagination. Chapter 1. In the deserts of Egypt, the Great Pyramids rise with precision that puzzles engineers even today. The stones, some weighing over 2 tons, were cut and placed with such accuracy that even modern technology struggles to replicate it. How did humans achieve this thousands of years ago? The answer remains hidden in mystery and clever ancient engineering, challenging what we thought we knew about early civilizations. Chapter 2. Deep in the Andes, the Nazca lines stretch across the desert floor, giant geoglyphs only fully visible from the sky. Some depict animals, others abstract shapes. How did a civilization without flight create something that seems designed for eyes in the clouds? Scientists suggest surveying tools, but no one fully explains the precision or purpose, leaving the line suspended between science and wonder. Chapter 3. In the Baltic Sea. Divers discovered a stone structure resembling a staircase underwater. This megalithic formation predates known settlements, suggesting a civilization capable of complex construction long before written history. Carbon dating adds mystery, placing the stones tens of thousands of years ago. Could it be proof that humans engineered sophisticated structures far earlier than textbooks claim? Science is still scratching the surface. Chapter 4. The Antikythera mechanism, recovered from a sunken Greek ship, is a hand-sized device that predicts celestial events with astonishing accuracy. Built over 2,000 years ago, it operates like an ancient computer. No records describe how such precision was achieved, baffling historians. Could the ancients have had knowledge lost to time? Each gear turns not just metal, but our understanding of early technological genius. Chapter 5. In Bosnia, the so-called pyramids spark heated debates. Massive stone structures rise at angles matching the golden ratio. Mainstream archaeology dismisses them, yet carbon dating of nearby tunnels hints at advanced construction methods. Did an unknown civilization build these before recognized history? The science teeters between skepticism and curiosity, leaving us to wonder whether Earth hides forgotten architects of precision. Chapter 6. Easter Island's Moai statues hold secrets in their silent gaze. Carved from volcanic rock, some weigh over 80 tons, yet they were moved miles from quarries without wheels or beasts of burden. Oral traditions hint at clever techniques, but experiments still fail to fully explain the feat. Each statue challenges assumptions about human ingenuity, inviting us to rethink what impossible truly means. Chapter 7. In Iraq. The ruins of Ur reveal evidence of advanced urban planning thousands of years ago. Streets intersect with precision, drainage systems manage floods, and temples rise with architectural sophistication. How did a society so early coordinate such complexity? Archaeologists study artifacts and cuneiform tablets, but even with science, the full story of their engineering and societal organization remains tantalizingly out of reach. Chapter 8. The Baghdad Battery, a clay jar with a copper cylinder and iron rod, suggests ancient people may have understood electricity. Some believe it functioned as a primitive battery, possibly for electroplating or ritual use. Skeptics remain unconvinced, but repeated experiments show the jar can produce small voltage. Science flirts with possibility, hinting that ancient hands sparked currents we still can't fully explain. Chapter 9. In Turkey. Göbekli Tepe predates Stonehenge by millennia. Massive stone pillars etched with animal carvings were arranged in circles, yet no evidence of agriculture exists at the time. How did people build such a ceremonial site without settled life? Archaeology meets mystery here, suggesting rituals, planning, and architectural skill emerged before farming, rewriting the story of human civilization entirely. Chapter 10. The Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513, depicts the coastlines of Europe, Africa, and the Americas with remarkable accuracy. Even Antarctica appears, centuries before its official discovery. Scholars argue about the sources, speculating lost ancient knowledge or extraordinary navigation skills. The map forces science and history to pause. Could a forgotten age of explorers have charted the world long before history said we could? Chapter 11. The Saqqara bird, a small wooden artifact from Egypt, resembles a modern airplane. Carved over 2,000 years ago, some suggest it demonstrates an understanding of aerodynamics far ahead of its time. Was it a child's toy or a symbol of flight knowledge lost in history? Its shape challenges assumptions about ancient imagination, leaving science both curious and cautious about what humans knew long ago. Chapter 12. In Russia's Siberian permafrost, perfectly preserved mammoths reveal mysteries of Ice Age survival. Some show signs of sudden death, as if frozen instantly, sparking debates about ancient climate events or unknown catastrophes. Scientists study the remains, DNA, and stomach contents, trying to reconstruct the past. Each frozen giant is a reminder that nature and history can produce puzzles that even modern science struggles to fully solve. Chapter 13. The Roman concrete used in ancient harbors remains strong after 2 millennia. Modern scientists struggle to replicate its longevity despite advanced chemical knowledge. Tiny mineral crystals form over time, healing cracks naturally. How did Romans stumble upon this perfect formula without modern labs? Each port and aqueduct whispers lessons about materials science, forcing us to reconsider the brilliance embedded in everyday structures of the past. Chapter 14. The Lycurgus cup from Roman times glows green or red, depending on light. This rare glass contains nanoparticles that scatter light uniquely, a property only understood by modern physics. Ancient artisans had no microscopes, yet achieved nanotechnology centuries before the term existed. The cup is more than decoration. It's a miniature marvel bridging art and science, a reminder that ancient hands sometimes reached knowledge far beyond their era. Chapter 15. In China, the terracotta army was buried with Emperor Qin Shi Huang over 2,200 years ago. Thousands of life-sized warriors, horses, and chariots stand with astonishing detail. Every soldier has unique facial features, hinting at individuality. The logistics of mass production, transport, and burial defy expectations. Science deciphers the clay, pigments, and assembly techniques, but the scale alone keeps our awe alive. Questioning what ancient manpower could truly achieve. Chapter 16. Yonaguni Monument in Japan lies underwater, revealing massive stone terraces and steps. Some argue it's natural erosion, Others insist it's a submerged city from a lost civilization. Carbon dating of surrounding artifacts suggests human activity tens of thousands of years ago. If man-made, the monument forces science to reconsider timelines. Every step and angle whispers secrets of engineering that could rewrite prehistoric history. Chapter 17. In Peru, ancient aqueducts carry water across arid landscapes with precise gradient control. Engineers of the past moved water without pumps, using gravity and canals over miles. Some channels remain functional today, resisting erosion and earthquakes. How did civilizations calculate slope and volume so accurately without modern tools? Each flowing channel is a testament to observational science embedded in ancient wisdom, blending practicality and precision seamlessly. Chapter 18. The Drapa Stones, discs found in China, contain spiral grooves some claim to be ancient records. Allegedly, they date back over 12,000 years, possibly recording astronomical events. While controversial, modern imaging reveals carvings unlike typical inscriptions. Could they encode lost knowledge or extraterrestrial observation? Science remains skeptical, but intrigued. These mysterious stones blur the line between archaeology and the imagination, keeping curiosity alive centuries later. Chapter 19. In Norway, the Oseberg ship burial contains a Viking vessel perfectly preserved in a burial mound. Every plank, rope, and carving tells a story of craftsmanship and cultural sophistication. The ship design reflects advanced understanding of balance, hydrodynamics, and durability. Archaeologists marvel at how a civilization built seaworthy vessels without modern engineering tools. Science and storytelling merge here, revealing skill, ritual, and innovation frozen in time. Chapter 20. The Shroud of Turin continues to puzzle both historians and scientists. Carbon dating places its origins in the Middle Ages, yet some studies suggest an image impossible to forge with known methods. The faint figure burned into linen seems to contain 3D information. Was it miraculous, accidental, or a lost technique? Each wrinkle, stain, and shadow sparks debate, blending faith, art, and forensic science in one enigmatic cloth. Chapter 21. The Lyuba mammoth, a baby preserved in Siberia for over 40,000 years, reveals startling details about Ice Age life. Its fur, stomach contents, and even blood vessels remain intact. Scientists study its tissues to understand prehistoric ecosystems and mammoth physiology. Every tiny discovery challenges assumptions about survival in extreme climates, reminding us that nature's engineering long predates human ingenuity and leaves clues frozen in time. Chapter 22. In India, the Iron Pillar of Delhi stands over 7 meters tall and has resisted rust for over 1,600 years. Composed of almost pure iron, its corrosion resistance puzzles metallurgists. Ancient blacksmiths created a structure that could survive centuries without modern alloys or treatments. Science admires the combination of craftsmanship and material knowledge, revealing a blend of chemistry and artistry that seems almost magical by today's standards. Chapter 23. The Saqqara tombs contain mummies with traces of highly advanced embalming methods. Researchers found evidence of chemical compounds that preserved tissue far longer than expected. These compounds hint at experimentation with natural preservatives, yet the exact formulas are lost. Every sarcophagus challenges our assumptions about early chemistry and biology, showing that human innovation reached extraordinary heights even in times we often think of as primitive. Chapter 24. In Mexico, the Olmec colossal heads weigh up to 40 tons, carved with incredible detail from basalt. Transported miles from quarries, they required planning, labor, and techniques still debated today. Each face carries unique features, suggesting portraiture rather than symbolism. Science reconstructs tools and methods, yet the sheer scale and precision highlight a civilization capable of astonishing feats without modern machinery, leaving us questioning how they moved mountains with ingenuity alone. Chapter 25. The Baghdad battery's design inspires modern experiments. By filling jars with acidic liquids, a small current emerges, enough to electroplate metals. Could ancient people have known electricity existed, or was it a coincidence? Regardless, the jars prompt questions about the boundaries of ancient experimentation. Science may never fully know their purpose, but the evidence suggests curiosity and ingenuity far beyond what most history books credit to early civilization. Chapter 26. In England, Stonehenge continues to defy understanding. Its massive stones, some transported hundreds of kilometers, align with solstices and lunar cycles. Archaeologists debate construction methods, from wooden sledges to primitive cranes. Even today, the monument inspires awe at prehistoric engineering and astronomical knowledge. Each stone seems placed with intention, revealing that science and ritual intertwined in ways we are only beginning to grasp. Bridging human imagination and observation. Chapter 27. The Antikythera mechanism's complexity rivals modern machines. More than 30 gears interact to predict lunar, solar, and planetary cycles. It's the earliest known analog computer, proving ancient Greeks had mathematical and astronomical mastery. How such knowledge existed without modern instruments is still debated. Each turn of its gears reminds us that early scientists explored patterns of the universe with ingenuity, curiosity, and a precision that resonates through millennia. Chapter 28. In Peru, the ancient city of Machu Picchu perches atop a mountain with incredible engineering. Terraces prevent landslides, canals channel water, and stonework resists earthquakes. The precision of construction, with no mortar, still impresses engineers. Science studies the combination of geology, hydrology, and architecture embedded in every stone. Each discovery shows that ancient builders understood principles we only codified centuries later, blending function and beauty with unparalleled skill. Chapter 29. In Turkey, the Hattusa ruins reveal advanced urban planning from the Bronze Age. Fortifications, gates, and temples show strategic thinking and sophisticated engineering. Clay tablets document laws and trade, hinting at a highly organized society. Every street and wall uncovers knowledge of logistics, architecture, and governance. Science reconstructs the city, but the ingenuity of planning and execution leaves a lingering sense of wonder. Bridging history with modern understanding of urban development. Chapter 30. The Voynich manuscript remains a puzzle over 600 years after its creation. Filled with unknown symbols, strange plants, and astronomical diagrams, no one has definitively deciphered it. Cryptographers, linguists, and historians attempt to decode its secrets, yet it resists explanation. The manuscript challenges assumptions about language, knowledge, and secrecy in medieval times. Every page sparks imagination, leaving science and curiosity intertwined in the quest to unveil a lost mind's vision. Chapter 31. In Jordan, Petra's rock-cut architecture astonishes with precision and scale. Carved into sandstone cliffs, tombs and temples show advanced understanding of geometry and structural integrity. Water channels and cisterns demonstrate sophisticated hydraulic engineering. Ancient builders combined art, science, and urban planning in one living city. Each carved facade and hidden passage challenges our assumptions about pre-industrial ingenuity, proving that human creativity once flowed as freely as the water they tamed. Chapter 32. The Ulfbert swords of medieval Europe contain steel far purer than contemporary methods allowed. Forged over 1,000 years ago, their composition rivals modern metallurgy. Crafting such blades required knowledge of high-temperature forging and carbon control. Each sword is a marvel of precision and durability. Science studies them to understand early material science, revealing that ancient blacksmiths sometimes reached levels of technological mastery centuries ahead of their time. Chapter 33. In Egypt, the Saqqara Step Pyramid is the world's oldest stone pyramid, built over 4,600 years ago. Its precise layers and internal chambers foreshadow later pyramids. Ancient architects calculated angles, load distribution, and stability without modern tools. Each stone placement reflects careful planning and experimentation. Science marvels at how early humans achieved monumental engineering, showing that complex problem-solving and construction skills existed far earlier than textbooks often credit. Chapter 34. The Drapa Stones, circular discs allegedly found in China, contain mysterious grooves that some interpret as records of astronomical events. Though controversial, they suggest a civilization observing the stars with precision. Scientists debate authenticity, but imaging reveals patterns resembling deliberate etchings. If true, they represent ancient recording methods of cosmic knowledge, reminding us that humans have long looked to the sky for understanding, blending observation, storytelling, and science into one ancient record. Chapter 35. In Mexico, Teotihuacan's pyramids align with astronomical events, reflecting advanced knowledge of the cosmos. Streets and buildings follow a grid perfectly oriented to the sun's movement. Evidence suggests they tracked solstices, equinoxes, and others, and planetary positions. Science uncovers the precision of this planning, revealing a civilization that combined architecture with astronomy. Each stone and avenue demonstrates that early humans were not just builders, they were keen observers of the universe itself. Chapter 36. The Shigir idol in Russia, carved from larch wood over 11,000 years ago, contains abstract symbols whose meaning remains unknown. Its exceptional preservation and complexity indicate early symbolic thinking. Researchers speculate it may record mythology, astronomical events, or cultural knowledge. Science deciphers age and materials, yet interpretation remains elusive. Each carved line offers a glimpse into prehistoric cognition, bridging archaeology with anthropology, imagination with analytical study, and mystery with discovery. Chapter 37. In Cambodia, Angkor Wat stretches over 400 acres, combining temples, reservoirs, and canals. Built in the 12th century, Its alignment with solstices and water systems shows advanced urban and hydraulic planning. Each carving depicts stories, gods, and astronomical symbols. Science studies the architecture, soil, and water engineering, revealing a civilization capable of monumental coordination and creativity. Every stone whispers lessons in engineering, astronomy, and cultural sophistication, reminding us techniques, yet the accuracy continues to impress. Science combines archaeology, geometry, and anthropology to understand these works, revealing human curiosity and ingenuity aimed at the sky. Each line leaves an enduring mark of ancient creativity. Chapter 39. The Roman aqueducts transported water over miles with gentle gradients and gravity alone. Some still function today, a testament to engineering precision. Builders calculated slopes, constructed arches, and managed water flow without modern instruments. Science analyzes materials, hydraulics, and construction techniques to replicate their durability. Each aqueduct embodies practical knowledge combined with ingenuity, showing that ancient societies mastered engineering principles centuries before formalized study, blending science with everyday life. Chapter 40. In Turkey, Çatalhöyük reveals complex settlements from 9,000 years ago. Houses share walls, streets are narrow, and murals depict daily life and rituals. Archaeologists study artifacts, agriculture, and social organization. Evidence suggests advanced communal planning and symbolic communication. Science explores settlement patterns, diet, and tool use, uncovering early human ingenuity. Every wall and artifact challenges assumptions about prehistoric society, showing that sophistication in living, art, and planning existed far earlier than we often imagine. Chapter 41. In Scotland, Skara Brae preserves a Neolithic village over 5,000 years old. Stone-built homes include beds, storage, and drainage systems. Residents created furniture and planned layouts with remarkable consistency. An artifact reveals humans solving practical problems creatively, proving that innovation was not reserved for later civilizations. Chapter 42. The Baghdad battery jars suggest ancient experimentation with electricity. Acidic liquids produce small currents, enough to electroplate metals. While purpose remains uncertain, the jars show a curiosity about energy and chemical reactions. Modern experiments replicate results, hinting that ancient people explored principles of electricity long before understanding it scientifically. Science remains intrigued, as each jar offers a glimpse into experimentation that challenges our assumptions about ancient technology. Chapter 43. In Peru, Ollantaytambo's terraces cling to steep mountainsides, preventing erosion and managing water flow. Stones fit tightly without mortar, enduring centuries of rain and earthquakes. Their placement, weight, and alignment, each terrace demonstrates practical engineering and environmental adaptation, proving that ancient civilizations combined observation, mathematics, and construction skill to manipulate nature safely and sustainably. Chapter 44. The Nebra sky disk, discovered in Germany, is over 3,600 years old and depicts the sun, moon, and stars. Scholars believe it served as a calendar or astronomical guide. Its precise markings suggest careful observation of celestial cycles. Science analyzes metal composition, symbolism, and context, revealing that Bronze Age humans tracked the heavens with precision. Each disc connects science, culture, and timekeeping, showing that ancient observation of the sky was both practical and profound. Chapter 45. In Italy, Pompeii preserves a snapshot of Roman life frozen by volcanic ash. Streets, frescoes, and buildings remain intact, offering unparalleled insights into urban planning, art, and daily routines. Archaeologists study artifacts to reconstruct food, trade, and social life. Science examines preservation techniques caused by the eruption, revealing how sudden natural events can safeguard history. Each discovery allows us to step directly into the past, blending storytelling, archaeology, and science seamlessly. Chapter 46. Chapter 45. In Italy, Pompeii preserves a snapshot of Roman life frozen by volcanic ash. Streets, frescoes, and buildings remain intact, offering unparalleled insights into urban planning, art, and daily routines. Archaeologists study artifacts to reconstruct food, trade, and social life. Science examines preservation techniques caused by the eruption, revealing how sudden natural events can safeguard history. Each discovery allows us to step directly into the past, blending storytelling, archaeology, and science seamlessly. Chapter 46. The Minoan civilization of Crete produced intricate frescoes and palaces with advanced plumbing over 3,500 years ago. Water flowed through terracotta pipes to baths and drains, showing practical engineering and hygiene knowledge. Archaeologists study layouts, water pressure, and materials to understand functionality. Science highlights how art, technology, and daily life intersected. Each palace reveals that innovation was integrated into aesthetics, providing comfort and efficiency centuries before modern plumbing became standard. Chapter 47. In Ecuador, the Corral civilization built pyramids over 5,000 years ago without metal tools. Cities show urban planning, irrigation, and monumental architecture. Researchers study layout, construction techniques, and cultural artifacts. Science analyzes materials, erosion, and agricultural strategies, revealing sophisticated engineering. Each pyramid and plaza challenges assumptions about early civilizations, proving that organization, planning, and construction mastery existed long before writing, illustrating human ingenuity at the dawn of urban life. Chapter 48. The mysterious Sacsayhuaman walls in Peru feature stones weighing hundreds of tons, cut to fit perfectly without mortar. Earthquakes pass without damage, showcasing advanced knowledge of geology and architecture. Archaeologists study quarrying, transportation, and placement techniques. Science marvels at precision, durability, and engineering insight. Each stone embodies a civilization's skill, blending observation, creativity, and labor. The walls challenge modern assumptions about what pre-industrial humans could achieve with simple tools. Chapter 49. In Greece, Delphi's Temple of Apollo was built on seismic land, yet columns and foundations remain mostly intact. Architects considered vibration, alignment, and natural terrain in construction. Archaeologists study foundation techniques and stone carving. Science reveals early understanding of stability, material strength, and environmental adaptation. Each column stands as a testament to engineering foresight, showing that ancient builders combined observation, mathematics, and and artistry to create structures both functional and majestic. Chapter 50, the Phaistos disc from Crete, contains stamped symbols whose meaning is unknown. Dating back 4,000 years, it may be a record of language or ritual. Researchers analyze symbols, pattern repetition, and clay composition. Science explores linguistic and cultural clues, yet interpretation remains elusive. Each mark represents a bridge between ancient communication and modern curiosity. The disc challenges historians and scientists alike, hinting at cognitive complexity and symbolic thought far earlier than widely assumed. Chapter 51. In Japan, the Jomon pottery from over 10,000 years ago features intricate designs and heat-resistant clay. Some vessels show evidence of early cooking and storage techniques. Archaeologists study patterns, material composition, and firing methods. Science reveals an advanced understanding of ceramics and thermal properties long before metal cookware existed. Each pot demonstrates creativity and practical ingenuity, bridging art, utility, and makes, and prehistoric knowledge in a way that continues to impress researchers today. Chapter 52, the Hypogeum of Halsaflieni in Malta, is an underground temple carved entirely from limestone. Built over 5,000 years ago, it exhibits acoustic properties that amplify sound in mysterious ways. Archaeologists study burial practices and architecture, while scientists explore resonance phenomena. Each chamber reflects both spiritual intention and technical skill. The structure challenges assumptions about prehistoric engineering, revealing that ancient societies combined physics, architecture, and ritual in ways modern builders still find fascinating. Chapter 53. In Sudan, the Nubian pyramids at Meroe are smaller than Egypt's, yet they demonstrate sophisticated geometry and alignment. Each pyramid has precise angles, burial chambers, and inscriptions. Archaeologists study construction techniques and cultural context, while science examines materials and erosion resistance. These pyramids highlight advanced engineering and societal organization. Every stone speaks to planning, mathematical understanding, and cultural expression, proving that knowledge of architecture extended far beyond what was traditionally recognized in ancient Egypt. Chapter 54, the Ice Maiden of the Andes, preserved for over 500 years, reveals ritualistic mummification and clothing tea, diet, health, and culture. Every detail provides insights into Incan ceremonial life and environmental adaptation. Science blends archaeology, chemistry, and forensic study to uncover stories frozen in ice. The mummy challenges assumptions about ritual, preservation, and societal sophistication in pre-Columbian civilizations, showing advanced cultural knowledge long before modern science. Chapter 55. In Malta, Menajdra temple complexes align precisely with solstices. Massive limestone blocks were moved and arranged with astronomical awareness. Archaeologists study carvings, tools, and orientation, while science examines solar alignment and shadow effects. Each structure demonstrates advanced observation, planning, and ritual knowledge. The temples reveal that prehistoric societies combined spirituality, astronomy, and construction skill. Every sunrise and sunset through the stones serves as a reminder that ancient humans were keen observers of both nature and cosmos. Chapter 56. The Roman Pantheon features the largest unreinforced concrete dome in history. built nearly 2,000 years ago, its proportions and materials remain a marvel of engineering. Science examines weight distribution, aggregate composition, and structural resilience. Architects today study it to understand ancient innovation. Each element reflects experimentation with materials and geometry, demonstrating that Roman engineers achieved feats that continue to inspire. The Pantheon stands as a testament to the merging of science, architecture, and artistic vision. Chapter 57. In Peru, the Pumapunku complex features precisely cut stones interlocking like a massive puzzle. Some blocks weigh over 100 tons, with angles so exact that no mortar was needed. Archaeologists study quarrying, transport, and alignment methods. Science examines cutting techniques and erosion patterns. Each stone reveals engineering mastery that challenges assumptions about tool use and labor organization in prehistoric South America. Pumapunku continues to spark debate about the limits of ancient technology and human creativity. Chapter 58, The Nebra Sky Disk, Germany's Bronze Age artifact, shows celestial phenomena, including solstices and the Pleiades. Dating over 3,600 years, it reflects advanced observation and calendar use. Archaeologists and scientists study composition, engraving, and astronomical significance. Each disk demonstrates the integration of scientific observation with ritual or practical applications. It reveals that ancient humans tracked celestial events precisely, linking cosmology and daily life, long before modern instruments could confirm such knowledge. Chapter 59. In England, the Sutton Hoo ship burial contains treasures from the 7th century, including helmets, weapons, and coins. Archaeologists study metalwork, trade links, and ceremonial significance. Science analyzes composition, craftsmanship, and preservation. Every artifact reflects skill, cultural exchange, and symbolic meaning. The site demonstrates that early medieval societies possessed sophisticated metallurgy, artistry, and social organization. Each discovery bridges history and science, revealing a civilization more advanced and connected than commonly assumed. Chapter 60. The Olmec colossal heads in Mexico weigh up to 40 tons and feature detailed facial features. Transported miles from basalt quarries, their construction challenges logistics and tool knowledge of the era. Archaeologists study quarrying, sculpting, and cultural significance. Science analyzes stone density, carving methods, and transportation theories. Each head exemplifies artistic skill, engineering ingenuity, and social coordination. The Olmecs proved that monumental creation was possible without modern machinery, leaving a lasting mark on human history. Chapter 61. In Egypt, the Serapeum of Saqqara houses massive stone coffins weighing over 70 tons. Pharaohs and bulls were buried in precision-carved chambers. Archaeologists study quarrying, transport, and burial rituals, while scientists examine tool marks and stone composition. Each sarcophagus reflects careful planning, engineering, work, and documents. And symbolic intention. The site challenges assumptions about ancient lifting techniques and societal organization, proving that humans achieved monumental feats with ingenuity long before modern cranes existed. Chapter 62. The Roman hypocaust system heated floors and baths using underground channels for hot air circulation. Built over 2,000 years ago, it demonstrates sophisticated understanding of thermodynamics and construction. Archaeologists and engineers study airflow, insulation, and more, and materials. Science highlights efficiency, energy use, and innovation. Each system shows that ancient civilizations combined observation, experimentation, and engineering skill to solve everyday problems, creating comfort and convenience that rivals modern heating methods in both design and function. End. Chapter 63. The Antikythera mechanism remains the oldest known analog computer. Its complex gears track planetary motion, eclipses, and lunar cycles. Scientists study metallurgy, mechanics, and astronomical precision. Each gear and dial reflects knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering centuries ahead of its time. Historians marvel at how such a device existed without modern tools. The mechanism challenges assumptions about ancient intelligence, proving that humans explored complex patterns of the universe far earlier than textbooks suggest. Chapter 64. In Peru, the Inca built suspension bridges from woven grass capable of supporting hundreds of people. Rebuilt annually, they spanned deep canyons with precision and resilience. Scientists study tensile strength, weaving patterns, and material properties. Each bridge demonstrates engineering knowledge, resourcefulness, and community collaboration. The designs show how observation, experimentation, and maintenance merged into functional structures. These bridges challenge modern assumptions about pre-industrial engineering, revealing sophisticated techniques in dynamic, challenging environments. Chapter 65. The Lycurgus Cup, a Roman glass artifact, changes color depending on light. Containing nanoparticles of gold and silver, it produces green or red hues. Scientists analyze composition and optical properties, revealing ancient nanotechnology. Artisans achieved effects centuries before modern physics explained light scattering. Each cup illustrates the integration of art, science, and experimentation. It challenges assumptions about technological capabilities in antiquity, proving that early humans manipulated materials with precision that still fascinates contemporary researchers. Chapter 66. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey predates Stonehenge by thousands of years. Massive carved pillars form ceremonial circles, yet no agriculture evidence exists at the time. Scientists and archaeologists study alignment, carvings, and site construction. Each pillar demonstrates advanced organization, artistry, and symbolic thought. The site challenges assumptions about the origins of complex societies, showing that ritual and architecture preceded settled farming, forcing a reevaluation of what early humans achieved socially, culturally, and technologically. Chapter 67. In China, the Terracotta Army guards Emperor Qin Shi Huang's tomb. Thousands of life-sized figures display unique facial features, armor, and weapons. Archaeologists study casting, assembly, and artistic techniques. Science examines materials, preservation, and pigment composition. Each soldier demonstrates craftsmanship, planning, and societal organization. The army challenges assumptions about labor, skill, and coordination in ancient times. These figures stand as enduring evidence of monumental effort, creativity, and engineering mastery long before industrialization. Chapter 68. The Baghdad battery jars hint at experimentation with electricity. Iron and copper components combined with acidic solutions can generate small currents. Scientists replicate the effect to understand possibilities. Each jar sparks questions about knowledge of electrochemistry in antiquity. While the exact purpose remains uncertain, evidence suggests curiosity and experimentation beyond what was previously assumed. The artifacts challenge conventional timelines, blending science, archaeology, and speculation into one intriguing puzzle about ancient technology. Chapter 69, In the Andes. Frozen Ice Age mammoths reveal sudden deaths and preservation that astonishes scientists. Tissue, fur, and even stomach contents remain intact. Researchers study DNA, climate data, and environmental conditions. Each mammoth provides insight into survival, extinction, and prehistoric ecosystems. Science uses these remains to reconstruct ancient climates and evolutionary patterns. The discoveries challenge assumptions about environmental change. Survival strategies and the adaptability of species, providing a window into a frozen chapter of Earth's history. Chapter 70, The Piri-Reis Map of 1513 shows coastlines of Europe, Africa, and the Americas with surprising accuracy. Parts of Antarctica appear centuries before official discovery. Scholars debate sources, navigation methods, and lost knowledge. Science examines cartography, geography, and historical context. Each line and detail suggests advanced understanding of mapping and exploration. The map challenges assumptions about early explorers' capabilities, hinting at forgotten techniques or knowledge long erased from history, but preserved in this remarkable document. Chapter 71. In Peru, Sacsayhuaman's massive stones fit together so precisely that no mortar is needed. Some blocks weigh over 300 tons. Archaeologists study quarrying, transport, and placement methods. Science examines structural stability, erosion resistance, and seismic durability. Each stone showcases engineering genius and precision. The walls challenge assumptions about ancient construction techniques, proving that pre-industrial societies possessed extraordinary skill, planning, and understanding of materials that still amazes modern engineers today. Chapter 72. The Nebra sky disk from Germany depicts the sun, moon, and stars over 3,600 years ago. Scholars believe it tracked solstices and lunar phases. Scientists analyze metal composition, engraving, and astronomical alignment. Each disc demonstrates that Bronze Age humans observed celestial patterns with precision. The artifact challenges assumptions about prehistoric knowledge, linking science, ritual, and practical timekeeping in a way that modern astronomy finds fascinating, showing humans have always looked to the sky for understanding. Chapter 73. In Malta, the Hagar Kim temples align with solstices, demonstrating astronomical awareness. Massive limestone blocks were transported and arranged precisely. Archaeologists study construction, carvings, and orientation. Science examines sunlight, shadow, and geometry. Each temple shows prehistoric humans combined observation, planning, and spirituality. The structures challenge assumptions about early engineering and astronomy, proving that communities thousands of years ago were capable of remarkable technical and observational achievements without modern instruments. Chapter 74. The Ice Maiden of the Andes was ritually mummified and preserved for over 500 years. Scientists analyze hair, clothing, and stomach contents to understand diet, health, and environment. Archaeologists reconstruct Incan ceremonial life. Each preserved detail provides insights into cultural practices and adaptation to high-altitude conditions. Science blends anthropology, chemistry, and forensic study to reveal sophistication in ritual and preservation. The discovery challenges assumptions about Incan capabilities and knowledge of human biology. Chapter 75, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, features massive stone pillars carved with animals and symbols over 11,000 years ago. No evidence of agriculture exists at the time. Archaeologists study construction techniques, carvings, and site layout. Science examines stone sourcing and structural stability. Each pillar represents ritualistic and organizational knowledge that predates settled farming. The site challenges assumptions about societal development, proving that prehistoric humans created complex ceremonial architecture long before modern civilizations arose. Chapter 76, The Terracotta Army in China, contains thousands of life-size soldiers, horses, and chariots, each with unique features. Archaeologists study casting, assembly, and pigment composition. Science examines material properties and preservation techniques. Each figure demonstrates extraordinary craftsmanship, planning, and labor coordination. The army challenges assumptions about the technological and organizational abilities of ancient societies. These monuments show that monumental projects with artistic and engineering precision existed centuries before industrialization. Chapter 77. The Roman Pantheon's massive concrete dome remains unreinforced, yet perfectly stable for nearly 2,000 years. Architects and scientists study weight distribution, materials, and construction methods. Each element demonstrates advanced understanding of geometry, material science, and engineering. The Pantheon challenges assumptions about Roman technological capability, proving that ancient builders mastered large-scale construction with precision that continues to influence modern architecture. Chapter 78. In Mexico, Teotihuacan's pyramids align with astronomical events, reflecting knowledge of solstices and equinoxes. Streets and buildings form a grid aligned with the cosmos. Archaeologists study planning, construction, and orientation. Science examines geometry and celestial alignment. Each structure demonstrates the integration of astronomy, urban planning, and ritual. Teotihuacan challenges assumptions about ancient knowledge, proving that early civilizations observed and incorporated cosmic patterns into daily life and monumental architecture. Chapter 79. The Olmec colossal heads weigh up to 40 tons, carved from basalt and transported miles from quarries. Archaeologists study sculpting methods, logistics, and cultural significance. Science examines stone properties and tool marks. Each head reflects advanced artistry, engineering, and social organization. The Olmecs challenge assumptions about pre-industrial human capability, showing that monumental construction and coordination were possible without modern machinery, leaving a lasting mark on human history. Chapter 80. The Shroud of Turin contains an image that appears to hold 3D information, yet its origins remain debated. Carbon dating suggests medieval origin, but image formation remains unexplained. Scientists study textile, image properties, and historical context. Each wrinkle, stain, and shadow sparks curiosity about ancient techniques or events. The artifact challenges assumptions about medieval knowledge and image creation, blending faith, art, and forensic science in one enigmatic relic that continues to captivate researchers worldwide. Chapter 81. In Jordan, Petra's rock-cut city features tombs, temples, and water channels carved directly into cliffs. Archaeologists study hydraulic engineering, urban planning, and decorative art. Science examines stone erosion, water flow, and structural stability. Each facade reflects advanced observation, craftsmanship, and resource management. Ancient engineering, showing that a civilization without modern tools could create sustainable, monumental architecture, harmonized with the natural landscape. Chapter 82. The Roman hypocaust system, heated floors and baths using hot air circulating through underground channels. Built over 2,000 years ago, it demonstrates sophisticated thermodynamics knowledge. Scientists study airflow, insulation, and material properties. Each system reflects practical engineering and innovation. The hypocaust challenges assumptions about ancient comfort technology, proving that Roman architects combined science, observation, and experimentation to create functional systems rivaling modern heating methods. Chapter 83. The Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek analog computer, predicts lunar, solar, and planetary cycles. Archaeologists study its gears, inscriptions, and metallurgy. Mathematics, observation, and mechanics. The device challenges assumptions about ancient technological capability, proving that human ingenuity explored complex patterns of the cosmos thousands of years before modern instruments existed. Chapter 84. In Peru, Ollantaytambo's terraces cling to steep mountainsides, controlling erosion and water flow. Stones fit precisely without mortar, surviving centuries of weather and earthquakes. Scientists study hydraulic engineering, geology, and structural stability. Each terrace demonstrates practical problem-solving, environmental adaptation, and construction skill. The design challenges assumptions about pre-industrial engineering, revealing a sophisticated understanding of nature's forces and human ingenuity in building lasting infrastructure. Chapter 85. The Lycurgus cup from Roman times changes color depending on light. Nanoparticles of gold and silver produce green or red hues. Centuries before modern nanotechnology, scientists study light scattering, metal composition, and manufacturing methods. Each cup illustrates art, science, and experimentation. The artifact challenges assumptions about ancient technological sophistication, proving that artisans manipulated materials with precision that continues to astonish contemporary researchers. Chapter 86, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, features circular pillars carved with animals and symbols over 11,000 years ago. Archaeologists study construction, alignment, and ritual significance. Science examines stone sourcing, structural stability, and spatial planning. Each pillar demonstrates organizational skill, symbolic thinking, and engineering ability that predates agriculture. The site challenges assumptions about prehistoric society, showing that humans created monumental ceremonial architecture long before formal civilizations existed. Chapter 87. The Terracotta Army in China contains thousands of unique soldiers, horses, and chariots. Archaeologists study casting methods, assembly, and artistic details. Science examines materials, pigments, and preservation. Each figure demonstrates planning, craftsmanship, and labor coordination. The army challenges assumptions about ancient technological and organizational abilities, revealing monumental projects executed with precision centuries before industrialization. Chapter 88. The Roman Pantheon's massive dome remains the largest unreinforced concrete structure in history. Architects and scientists study geometry, material properties, and weight distribution. Each structural element shows advanced understanding of engineering and architecture. The Pantheon challenges assumptions about Roman technological capability, proving that ancient builders achieved remarkable stability and aesthetic perfection without modern tools. Chapter 89, Teotihuacan in Mexico, demonstrates alignment of pyramids and streets with celestial events. Archaeologists study urban planning, construction techniques, and astronomical orientation. Science examines geometry, solar alignment, and spatial organization. Each building shows integration of cosmology, engineering, and ritual. Teotihuacan challenges assumptions about ancient knowledge, proving that early civilizations combined observation, mathematics, and cultural practice in creating monumental cities. Chapter 90, the Olmec colossal heads in Mexico weigh up to 40 tons and feature intricate details. Archaeologists study quarrying, transport, and sculpting methods. Science examines stone properties, carving techniques, and logistics. Each head reflects artistic skill, engineering mastery, and societal organization. The Olmecs challenge assumptions about human capability, proving that pre-industrial civilizations achieved monumental feats with precision and creativity that still inspire awe today. Some weighing over 70 tons. Archaeologists study quarrying, transport methods, and ceremonial placement. Science examines tool marks, structural integrity, and stone composition. Each sarcophagus reflects meticulous planning, engineering, and symbolic intent. The site challenges assumptions about ancient lifting techniques, proving humans achieved monumental feats with precision long before modern machinery existed. Chapter 92, the Roman hypocaust heated floors and baths using underground channels for hot air circulation. Built over 2,000 years ago, it demonstrates advanced understanding of thermodynamics and building efficiency. Scientists study airflow, insulation, and materials. Each system reflects practical engineering and innovation. The hypocaust challenges assumptions about ancient comfort technology, showing that Romans combined observation, experimentation, and scientific principles to create functional systems rivaling modern heating methods. Chapter 93, the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device, calculates lunar, solar, and planetary cycles with gears and dials. Archaeologists examine inscriptions and structure, while scientists analyze mechanics and metallurgy. Each gear shows mastery of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering centuries ahead of its time. The device challenges assumptions about ancient technology, proving humans explored cosmic patterns long before modern tools existed, blending observation, mechanics, and scientific insight into one astonishing artifact. Chapter 94, Ollantaytambo in Peru, features mountain terraces that control erosion and water flow. Stones fit perfectly without mortar, enduring centuries of environmental stress. Scientists study geology, hydraulics, and structural stability. Each terrace shows problem-solving, observation, and engineering skill. The design challenges assumptions about pre-industrial construction, revealing sophisticated techniques that harmonized with nature, proving that ancient civilizations possessed knowledge of materials, landscapes, and practical engineering far earlier than often assumed. Chapter 95, the Lycurgus cup from Roman times, changes color under different lighting thanks to gold and silver nanoparticles. Scientists study its optical properties, metallurgy, and production methods. Each cup demonstrates advanced experimentation, art, and material manipulation. The artifact challenges assumptions about technological knowledge in antiquity, proving that artisans achieved effects centuries before modern nanoscience, blending aesthetics, science, and precision into a single mesmerizing object. Chapter 96, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, over 11,000 years old, contains carved stone pillars in ceremonial circles. Archaeologists study carvings, alignment, and site construction, while scientists examine sourcing and stability. Each pillar demonstrates symbolic thinking, organization, and technical skill that predates farming. The site challenges assumptions about prehistoric society, proving that humans created monumental ceremonial architecture and complex social structures long before formal civilizations appeared. Chapter 97, the Terracotta Army in China, features thousands of life-size soldiers, horses, and chariots, each unique. Archaeologists study casting, assembly, and pigment techniques. Science examines material composition and preservation. Each figure demonstrates organization, craftsmanship, and monumental planning. The army challenges assumptions about technological and logistical abilities of ancient societies, showing that large-scale projects with artistic and engineering precision were possible centuries before industrial methods. Chapter 98. The Roman Pantheon's dome remains unreinforced yet perfectly stable after nearly 2,000 years. Architects and scientists study geometry, materials, and weight distribution. Each structural element reflects advanced engineering and architectural understanding. The Pantheon challenges assumptions about Roman capability, proving that ancient builders achieved structural perfection and aesthetic mastery without modern tools, inspiring architects and engineers even today. Chapter 99, Teotihuacan in Mexico, aligns pyramids and streets with celestial events. Archaeologists study city layout, construction methods, and astronomical orientation. Science examines geometry, solar alignments, and urban planning. Each building demonstrates the integration of astronomy, engineering, and culture. Teotihuacan challenges assumptions about early civilizations, proving that humans combined observation, mathematics, and ritual knowledge to construct monumental cities that harmonized with the cosmos. Chapter 100. The Olmec colossal heads in Mexico weigh up to 40 tons and feature remarkable facial details. Archaeologists study quarrying, transportation, and carving techniques. Science examines material properties and logistical solutions. Each head showcases artistic skill, engineering mastery, and societal coordination. The Olmecs challenge assumptions about human capability, proving that pre-industrial civilizations achieved monumental construction feats with precision, creativity, and planning that still inspire awe today. These ancient wonders remind us that human creativity and innovation are older and stranger than we often believe. Science may explain some, but many remain mysteries, waiting to inspire curiosity and awe. The past is not just history, it's a puzzle, and every discovery brings us closer to understanding our extraordinary ancestors.